evening, it's Brian at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. Here are some big plastic reindeer, but the reason you're looking at this video is the all-new Tucson. This is revised for 2019. It's really nice. They've done a really nice job. Again, this is a facelift, so it's not a completely new model, but the things they've done to the car are really nice. Brian is my name. If there's any information you want on one of these cars, please do give me a call. 086 843 1945. Fitzpatrick's Garage, Kildare Town. As you can see up on the wall here, we're doing brands like, we'll say, Mercedes and Hyundai, and after sales for Toyota, and we do Lexus, and we do Honda as well, like the GT over there. So family run business in operation for almost 70 years. Anyway, let's concentrate on the reason you're looking at this video. So it's the newer version of the Tucson. Starting off at the very front, I've just brought in this one here, which is the previous model Tucson. Both of them in a similar kind of colour, so at least it'll give you a pretty good idea of what the overall differences are. Apologies about the camera. I am working on getting a better one, so I know the quality is not brilliant, so I'll do my best not to move the camera too quickly, because I think that kind of helps things overall. Anyway, at the very front of the car, the first thing is, let's just take a quick refresher on what the outgoing model looks like. So up on the top of the headlamp, big daytime running light in through there, and then down low, daytime running light down through there, and then most models also have a fog lamp. This is what's called a Comfort, which is the entry model in it. Now, let's compare that to the newer headlight structure over here, which is a big long daytime running light all the way down through here. But this parking light is mega cool looking, so all the way down and then over like that as well. So let's just compare the two. They're similar-ish. This is a big long streak. This is four little diodes in here, whereas this one here is basically a long streak, but it comes down, and this one along through here, then over and up. So when you're at the front of the car, let's just back away from the car a little bit. You'll see then it's quite nice when it's coming towards you. So the second thing is, this is a plus spec, so it does have a chrome grille. But let's just disregard that for the minute. If we come over here again, the grille, it's got that cascading grille. Let's look at the shape, and then over here, not terribly dissimilar. The only thing I would say is the bottom of this one is a little bit more round, whereas this one is much more square and aggressive at the front. After that then, the skid plate is going to be standard on a lot of the Tucson models, but in fairness that was on the previous model. The engine is now a 1.6 litre diesel. So this one on the outgoing one was a 1.7 diesel. However, this car here is the next generation of engines that are coming through. So it's a 1.6, it retains similar power levels. But one thing I have absolutely 100% noticed is it's significantly quieter. So when I started the car first, when I got into it, I suppose there's no point actually in trying to show you because the camera won't convey those kind of sounds, but it is definitely quieter. When you rev it, when you sit in it, absolutely 100%, it is definitely quieter than the previous one before that. Moving down the side of the car. These are a really nice diamond cut wheel. Now again, like on the last model, there is various different wheels. This particular Plus model is going to have these quite nice diamond cut wheels which have a nice shine on them there, and then they're in terms of the center sections, these are black, so it's great for hiding brake dust overall. After that then, over here, there was different wheel styles, but you're always going to get that between the two. Looking at the arches on both sides, they look pretty much identical. This one here actually comes with a Continental tire, and I'm just looking here in terms of size. They've made it really difficult to read, so that's 245, 45, 19. So they are 19-inch wheels in that car, and boy do they look it. Moving down the side, black all the way around the window, chrome, small chrome section. When the Tucson, when this one over here, when it came out first, lots of people used to ask about chrome, and there was no model actually that came with it, even though on the brochures you used to see it. But I like what they've done here. Rather than going all the way around the window, they've done chrome all the way along here, and then it stops up there. And I know like sometimes chrome is nice all the way around. For some reason I quite like that. Maybe it's because of the shape of the car and it suits it, I'm not sure, but I just think it looks quite good. Door handles on this Plus model are also chrome, as opposed to the previous model which were always body coloured only. Moving around to the back of the car, taillights on one of these, this is individual along through here, and then also if you go into the next models, they had a long strip up over here, whereas this one's become more like the i40, which is now 2 strips of LED down along through there, and then a center one in through here. So it looks really, really, God, it kind of reminds me of a Golf there for some reason actually, but in a good way actually. I quite like the taillights in the Golf, but yeah, I think they're quite nice taillights overall. So that looks really, really well. And then if you look at the shape of the tail lamp, just bear in mind, this comes down and then back up. So you see this pointy section down along here? If we go over onto this one, it's much more elegant and round and succinct. There's some big words, what do you think of that? But yeah, it kind of joins up quite well in through there. Not that the other one is ugly or anything, but I just quite like the way it's a little bit tidier looking. Down here, we have the diffuser down along the back. So if you compare it, actually that is something, because someone asked me, yeah, watch this. So this comes up and across, so that's how it looked, and then some of the models would have a silver version of that. There was the rear fog light over here. However, if we look at this one here, we don't have the rear fog light over here, and this diffuser down along through here is a little bit wider overall. And check it out, you have a dual pipe exhaust, which looks really cool. I like that. It makes the back of the car, the 4-wheel drives actually in the previous model over here used to come with that, so I think that looks really smart. It always was something distinctive on the 4-wheel drive versions, so that looks really, really well overall. It just makes it look nice and big and aggressive. So after that then, the spoiler actually is identical on the back compared to the other car. Moving down the side of the car, nothing very different to report along through there. Look, to be fair, do you know what? If you have a good product and it's going well, why the hell would you change it around too much if it's doing the job already? I nearly tripped over this. But if it's already doing the job, that is a damn good looking car already. So all this car needs is just some new stuff to make it stand out. Because other than that, it was a really good looking shape already. One thing I quite like on this Plus model is the colour of that. So normally you used to get like a beige leather interior, but that's more of a white. It's really cool, really nice. I'll be dead straight, it's not going to be as easy to keep clean, but there's lots of products these days that we can offer to help with that. So I think that's a really nice looking interior. Let's just open up the other door while we're at it. Boot, yeah, there's something there. Okay, this is really small. Different kind of button for opening it. It kind of feels really good quality overall. As a Plus with 19s, I doubt. Oh, there is. Wow, spare wheel. Okay, whoop-a-doo. If you went for the Executive SE that was going out, it didn't have a spare wheel, so that's kind of cool. A lot of people in Ireland are going to like that because, let's face it, we love an old spare wheel in Ireland. Looks well, doesn't it? Really, really nice colour. I like that interior very, very much. Right, okay. Over here, Plus also, oh yeah, about time, really about time. Height adjustable passenger seat. So that was missed big time on the previous model. So nice colour interior again. That honestly, that in real life, that's really, really nice looking, that white. It's kind of a grey kind of white. Height adjustable seat, winner. Lots and lots of people used to complain about that. And if that's the case, actually, let's have a look in through here. Right, I'm just going to turn off that radio for a sec. Or turn it down a bit. Right, just, and by the way, if you've managed to watch all this so far, fair play to you. Fair play to you, because I know it's boring. But if you're sitting in the car, right, this is me sitting in the passenger seat of a Tucson. The dash, because the seat was low, the dash is quite high. So like, this is my vision looking out. So there is a lot of dash in front of me. I have no idea if this is going to be better or worse. They're going on display, just in case you're wondering, they go on display in a shopping centre. So we change the colour of them for the people that own them every year. Right, so straight away then, right, here's my head height there. Okay, now fair enough, this is probably raised. Yeah, but absolutely 100%. The dash is lower. I have got lots more visibility looking out than I had before, looking at that lovely GT Civic. So that's definitely an improvement. Round to the driver's side. Yeah, just small things like the shape of the wheel looks well, the chrome, small things, all very nice. Colour looks really well. This is all similar, nothing particularly new here. Lane change warning and lane keep, I presume, in through there. So this is now colour, this centre section I mean in here. So it was kind of in premium, in this Plus model, that's where it is. Right after that then, driver attention is there, that's fine, so it's keeping you lined up on the lanes and all that kind of stuff. Trip information is very similar to what was there before. We have a urea level which is there for what's called AdBlue, which is obviously to reduce carbon emissions and stuff like that. Again, we'll go through that with you when you're looking at the car. Parking brake. So now my handbrake is lift up or disengage, push down. Simple as that. After that then you have parking sensors, auto stop start, steering wheel mode for normal and sport and all that kind of stuff is in through there. And this, probably because they managed to make the dash lower, this is now a floating dash in through here. So up through there we'll have things like, we'll say, navigation information and all that kind of stuff is going to come up through there. I just haven't inserted the SD card yet. Radios in through there, and then after that all nice and touchscreen. It's quite nice because when you're sitting in the car, this is kind of the view you have, and you look over and it's just nice and accessible and easy to reach, and it's all touchscreen. And back up home fine, so back in, and then after that we should have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which is a winner because you can go use Google Maps and all that kind of stuff as well. So nice dash, nice quality. Just to remind you, keep in mind what we're looking at here and how the dash is, and then after that let's have a look at the other dash just to see what the difference was. So there is, yeah, look, it's a facelift car. So you see how high the dash is over here. The radio is built in through there, and if you go for the next models up you get big navigation screen and reverse camera in through there, but it's still quite a high dash. So bear in mind, look at that. Okay, and then look at that. So this area here is lower, and then that screen comes back up, so that's why they put the floating dash. Because I was wondering actually, well, I presume that's why they've done it. I was kind of wondering why the floating dash was going in, because you know, the other one was grand, but I think I get it now because the dash visibility and all that kind of stuff is improved by doing that. So there is your Plus model. That is at the moment 1.6 in diesel. There will be more videos of different specifications as they arrive. This one's just arrived in with us. But I would say to you, if you're not familiar with the best-selling car in Ireland, this is it, and it has been since it came out. And if you are looking for an SUV that is basically, it ticks everybody. Like, people buy them because they're high off the ground. People buy them because they look nice. People buy them because they're nice to drive. People buy them because there's a good after-sale service. People buy them because the warranties are long and there's, you know, good sort of packages from the manufacturer. There's just gazillions of reasons why people buy those cars. They do so much for so many different people. Everyone seems to like them. So if you're not familiar with them, get in here, have a go on one. I'd be unbelievably surprised if you didn't like it. And the second thing then as well is, if you already have the Tucson, absolutely 100%, that is worth looking at in terms of changing up maybe the one that you have already, because as you're saying, it's got all the cool stuff that you're used to, some nice little improvements here and there, so it's worth moving up into the facelift model. Looks very, very well, looks very, very well. And like, and I'd be dead straight, sometimes cars come out and they don't look as well as the previous, but this is definitely one of the ones that do. But then again, Tucson's already a good looking car, so it's kind of hard to make it not nice looking anyway. So if you want any information on the car, please do give me a call, 086 843 1945. Brian is my name, Fitzpatrick's Garage, Kildare Town. We can do trade-ins, we can do finance. Car like that's coming with a warranty for 5 years. It's got a roadside assist for 5 years, and then there's various financing or servicing packages available. And no matter where you are in the country, we'd be dead happy to talk to you. If you come to the garage, just ask for Brian. If you want estimates over the phone about financing and trade-ins, 086 843 1945. Thank you for taking time to watch.